There we go. We made it. I know you're here with me. Hold on. All right. Sandy. Sandy. Are you here? You are here. Hold on. You're coming in. You're coming in. Hold on. I know you're going to get that audio right. Hold on. Sandy. What is happening? Don't you tell me it's not working on that side. Don't you tell me that. Well, hold on. Well, admit. Okay. Hold on. Well, we're going to figure out which one you're coming in on. I'm here with you. Don't worry. Well, hang on. Wait, what? Okay. Says one doesn't have a video and one doesn't. Oh, maybe. Say hi. And one, so one, it says the mic is not working, and one, it says the video is not working. And all I can see is Sandy on one and Sandra Custer on the other. But I got two of you in here. And hang on. Oh, we're doing something. Hold on. Remember the video, remember the audio. Hold on. Nope. It's not connected. You're okay. Nope. Okay. Go here. I'm going to remove you. Nope, not yet. I know. Hold on. Yeah, it says your mic is not on yet. Not yet. Hold on. Boom. You're okay. Okay. I can't hear you. Go to the bottom. Hold on. Chat. Hang on. There we go.
Can you hear me?
There we go. All right.
Oh my God. So my
Tell me.
laptop isn't working. So I'm so sorry. Listen, I've been praying all day about this meeting.
I know. No, you're okay. Breathe. You're fine. I was not gonna let. I'm okay with being 5. You're good. I just can't be 20 minutes late to my other one. You're good. So with that, because I can always say, oh, we're having an excuse. It's not a big deal. So normally, first off, I apologize. Normally I'm in my session room, but I'm in my mother-in-law's guest suite in California. So you're going to get this corner today. Okay.
I'm okay with wherever you are. I mean, I adore you. I've watched you for so long.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, are you ready?
Yes. So I'm excited. I've all day been thinking about this, and I'm doing what you asked me to do. If there's anything I really kind of want to hear from a family member or something, hopefully they come through and I understand they can, maybe they're not.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. It just depends on what what connection you have with them. And honestly, another thing that happens is that remember that one of the things that people always think is that they're like, they're still a person, right? It's not just that you're just like this energy and you're glued to somebody's ass the entire time. They pop in and out. They have stuff they got to do too. And so when you call them in, they'll show up, boop, right? But they're not like glued to you 24/7. They have things that they have to do too. And so what I do, if you want a specific person to come through and maybe they're not just standing right next to you, what we do is you just give me a first name or a nickname. Then I take a second, I ask my people or your people that are already here, and they bring them in. That's it. It's super simple.
Okay. Good. There's definitely some people. I'm sorry, I'm just taking my hair down because I just curled it. There's definitely some people that I'm hoping come through, and no fault of anybody's if they don't, except they're busy. Maybe I don't know.
No, you just tell me. You just tell me a first name, and I'll bring them through. That's all you got to do. Is you have to. It's
called Ira.
Yeah.
Ira.
Okay. Hang hang on. Let me grab this. Let me move this little sign. Everything is already recorded, and I am going to bring it in. Hang on. Hold on. Is the Ira the mother figure person again?
No.
Who's the mother figure? Who is that?
Would it be my mother?
If your mother's gone? Okay, that's Betty. Okay. So it's interesting. And we'll get into this. So the first person that is here again and has been here for this time, and I'm just like hearing her in my head. Is just like, oh Sandra, Sandy, but that's what they call you. Says that. Hold on. Very what that you don't want to talk? So Betty knew Ira. Betty did know Ira. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I go, can you bring Ira in? And she was like, well, she didn't want to talk to me. She was like, yeah, of course. Okay. I know her, but yeah, of course. But I'm like, okay, it's fine. So hang on. Whenever they know each other, it's interesting. Hold on. They're talking about how, man, you move a million miles an hour. They're talking about how there's constantly in your head. They're talking about how they're trying to like get in, but it's like a moving train all the way through. It almost feels like mine. Hold on, can you? Okay. A woman shows up, calls like almost like sweetheart or something like that. So this person would be like a family member on that line, comes up and gives you a hug. So it's not just knowing them, it's a family thing. So this is Ira type of person. Who is, she keeps talking about you being a little girl, which is weird. Somebody keeps talking about you being a little girl. I don't know if this is mom or if this is her. So we're trying to figure out. Hang on. Hold on. They put you in, this is funny. I don't know if this is mom or if this is other person is doing it. So they just put images in. So what they do is they give me signs and symbols. They give me feelings and emotions. They'll put images in my head, almost like a daydream, and then they'll make me hear words. And so this person just put you in like a yellow Sunday school dress with like white socks on. It's like the weirdest thing. And I'm like, I don't know. So it's like symbolizing you as like a little kid again, I guess. And puts glasses on. Is Ira like a grandmother figure type of thing going on with you? Because she's more bossy than the mother.
Grandfather. No, Ira is grandfather.
Grandfather. Okay.
But my mother, Betty, was a big dress me and my sister up a lot alike, and we always had these little Sunday dresses on and white knee socks. So you hit that right. Hit that right. But that would be my mother. But by the way, I gave you the name when I was signing up, Jean, my Aunt Jean. We used to go to her house for Easter all the time. And one of the last pictures I just looked at recently was standing in her front yard in an Easter dress with white socks in my little basket.
Okay, so everybody has this. That's interesting. Yeah, they do a communal thing. You know, I have my last session, and they were talking about how they're having a barbecue on 4th of July, and they showed me a car wreck. And anyways, her father got hit by a car in their driveway on 4th of July while having a barbecue. A drunk driver came up and killed him. And so, but like all these members of family were there. And so this is kind of what they're doing. They're putting them all together. He says, so the Ira person talks about, you being this little girl, and maybe that's like when the last time that they saw you or the last time they knew. What is that about? Yeah,
I was 17 when it was my grandfather. He passed, but the biggest memories of my childhood are always I spent time with him all the time. Like him and I were like, I named my son after him.
Oh, inseparable. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't think they had a farm. That doesn't make any sense, but they're always like, Oh, is that a thing? Because they always have fields. They're like talking about people running in fields or running with like the warm sun and like running with this really big backyard with no fences. So for me, that'd be like a farm or like acreage or something like that. They're talking about how, and you hear like kids screaming in the summer, like in a good way, like, ah, ah, like that type of thing.
All the cousins. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that was a really good memory. That's what this gentleman's doing. He says, I'll show you what to do. He's talking about you follow him around everywhere, follow him around everywhere. He says that wait, what? They had like an old TV set or something. He's like, what do you want to watch? But he was like more into the paper. He's talking about how, he's like, makes me hear like this. He says that you weren't able to like say goodbye to the grandfather when he passed. Yeah. Okay. He goes,
I was up before, but he passed away. I was in high school when I found out at us having a school day, and but I was up there before, and I kind of knew, but no, he passed when I was not around. But I was his girl, and he was my guy, so to speak.
No, he loves you. He says, well, this is what he said. He goes, she knows I love her, even though she wasn't there when I passed. I hope she knows I still love her. Like that.
Oh yeah. Because I was a kid. I was in high school.
I know. I remember those days. And you were active in high school, I guess. Like you were active or like all into everything or something. He's just talking about you being like this very like, you're like.
I was very active in band and cheer and all that. Yeah,
you were. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I put knee-high socks on you again. And I'm like, all right. He says that. Wait. Okay, this is a weird symbol because I've never seen this before. I don't even know if you live near where your high school was anymore. What is going on? Were you thinking about going back to like a high school reunion, but like never did? Or was there something going on with that?
The first couple high school reunions, I was even picked out the outfit to go, but then I didn't go. But I did go to my last one.
You did?
And that was 2 years ago. But yeah.
Really?
And I didn't go. And even though I was so popular in school and had so much fun, but I want to know, does he know that I named my son after him? Is there any way you can ask him, and do they respond that way?
Well, yeah, they do. Hang on, let's figure that out. Hang on.
Okay. Because I named my son after him and my dad. So it's just like, wow, I hope he knows it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they do. Hang on. Hold on.
Okay.
He's talking about when you, especially on the birthdays, he's talking about how when you say your son's name, it like resonates with you all the way through. So it's not just like I name him, I say Ira, right? It's like when you say it, you're like, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you. You do it all the time. Like it's a consistent thing or something like that. It's like you're always picking up and resonating with it. And so he's talking about how he knows that or he feels that. Remember, everything is a vibration. He says that. Hold on. Have they thought of naming like a daughter Ira, like to change that up down the line?
Not that I know of. Nobody I know. Yeah.
Okay. It's weird. It's almost like somebody may not have a son to do it, so they end up naming a daughter. Like that's my best way that I can describe that. And so what that would be for me is that they try to continue that name going, kind of like my grandfather, his is William, and it's like everybody is William or all the way down, or Edgar. Hang on, I want to ask him about. He likes your dad. Your father was a good man, or is a good man. He says good man, good man, good man. Hold on.
Come on out, Ira.
Is Tom like the father figure?
Yes, that's my dad. That's his son.
Oh,
that's his son.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. He's a good man. Good man. And I go, oh, okay. And he shows me a thing for Tom's Farms, which is over here. And I was like, who's Tom? That. And he says, he's good. He's good. So they're together. That's the thing. He says
Okay.
that he's over here and he's trying to make sure that your mother is okay. Hold on. Did mom pass before dad?
Yes, my mom passed before my father. Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Because she says, she goes, all I hear is a woman say, well, I had to welcome him in. So it's like grabbing your father. That's what they talk about.
Okay. Okay.
Says, she's just very proud about what you've done and where you're at in your life. And you always go, oh, it's crazy, but it's good. It's crazy good. And like, you appreciate it. She says that.
Yeah.
Back over here. Mom is the one that, keeps everybody around. Mom is the one that keeps everybody in check. Hold on.
That's her.
She's
the feistiest person.
Yeah, she's the one that tells everybody what to do. She's really big into like gatherings. Maybe you're doing it now. I don't know. You cook her stuff or something like that, I guess. But I don't know. She has like a farmhouse kitchen. Like, this is so interesting. Yeah. What's all this?
So my hobby, favorite thing in the world to do is cook.
Oh.
And my grandfather, Ira, had a bakery. I was hoping he was going to bring the bakery up, but you're bringing up food and cooking, and that is a big, big thing in our family.
Well, she was
like a lot of families. But my mother loved my cooking, I have to admit.
Well, it's interesting. They were talking about cakes and rolls, and I was like, all right, I don't have
that's my grandfather. He had it was our maiden name is Besecker, and it was Besecker's Bakery. He had it, and when he would bring the truck home as a child, and you were mentioning child.
Yeah.
I mean, my fondest memories are he'd bring the bakery truck home, and we were allowed to go in the bakery truck, and pick out anything that we wanted. On the weekends, we would go visit him. So it was a very, the memory of food and art. So food is a big memory, bakeries and stuff like that for our family, because we all, even all my cousins and stuff, that's what we remember about our grandfather.
Oh my God. So no wonder. Yeah. They put me in like this massive kitchen where everybody, and I'm like, what is this? And they're just pulling things out of my head right now. Do we not have the recipes from him for that bake thing? What happened with that?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now this is the first thing you've said. He made this bread.
Yeah.
He made this sticky, dark bread, but not from the bakery. This is when he retired. And I was like the only one that would go. Once I got my license, I would drive up on Friday nights, not all the time, as much as I could with activities and stuff. And he would make this dark, moist bread, and it tasted like it had a sour component, and we put cream cheese on it, and I loved it. And since he has died, I've been trying to find the recipe. I have his cookbooks and I cannot find the recipe.
Really? Yeah. He goes like this, and I go, what do you want to talk about? And he shows me baking, right? So he shows me breads and stuff like that. And then he shows me recipe books. He gives it to you. And then he tears out a page and he puts question marks. And so that's why I was like, okay. So we don't have this recipe. He says, hold on. So it was a sweet bread. It was a sweet bread of some sort.
It was a sweet, but yet it was so moist. It almost like a molasses.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like blackstrap molasses. Interesting.
Yeah. And I've tried every recipe I can find that has like a molasses or something in it, and I can't. But I don't know what he could have done to it. He was a baker. He could have done anything. It almost takes it like there was a buttermilk in it, and and it was it was the best cake ever.
Oh my God. Okay. I'll have to look that up for you too. We'll have to do some research. There's this favorite cake I have. It's called an apricot pineapple cake, and it's a Swedish made one, and the bakery closed down. And so I finally figured out the recipe, and it's an old Nordic traditional recipe. And I finally figured out how to do it, but it took me 10 years to try to figure out how
I'm
to make
telling you,
this.
since his death for all these years, he died in 1978. That's how many years I've been looking for this recipe. Every family member, no, they don't remember it, but he didn't make it when they were growing up. Like my dad, he's like, I don't know which one you're talking about. But he used to make it when I'd come up on Friday nights, and he'd make a pot of clam chowder, and that's what we would eat. So
Oh my God. Oh, that's
yeah.
brilliant. Oh, I'm right there with you. So what is going on? Where are y'all, like Massachusetts or something? Where are they at? Where was this at? Where's all this hardcore broadleaf forest? What's going on with that?
Scranton, Pennsylvania. Very,
Ah,
very like industrial kind of back in the day, you know, but it's Scranton, Pennsylvania.
okay, I know exactly where that is. All right. Yep. Pennsylvania. Yeah, it has to be up in the way that the foliage is. It's either Pennsylvania or it's kind of Virginia or it's over in upstate New York or Mass. Like that's the whole thing. It's so beautiful and lush up there. So no wonder, because they keep putting the farmlands in there. Wait, was his father, hang on. Was his father an immigrant, like first coming in?
Don't know.
It's weird. He goes like this and he puts one of those old like coal hats on him or something like that. And so I'm
Oh,
like,
well, you know, and there's Scranton is it was a coal,
was it a
I
coal
can
town?
remember it was a coal town, yeah. And I
Wow.
remember my grandfather actually having to go down in the basement and put coal in the furnace in the winter. So but no, I don't know. I don't know that, to be honest with you.
Okay. It's interesting because he puts them and he puts a, I don't think he has a mustache, but when I see mustache, that means immigrant for me for some reason. And so that's my symbol for that. And so I'm like, oh, hang on. I want to ask, come back here. Do you have newspaper clippings of his bakery?
Of his truck.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He just showed me like sepia, like black and white, but more like gray and like that. And he shows me like the little dots, which means like newspaper. And he shows me bakery, and I'm like, okay, do we have that?
Yeah, it was his. It said B. Secker's Bakery on the truck, and I have a pic. I have that newspaper clipping of that.
Okay. Okay. So that's why he shows. He's very proud of that.
Yeah,
So you do more like savory. I mean, you do the other one, but you do more like savory dinner food and everything like that. Like
I
that's
do. I do. I'm not. I do. I started out as wanting to do a lot of baking, and now I'm more of a cook than a baker.
that makes sense. Yeah, I said, so what does she bake? What does she do? And he makes me taste salt. And so I'm like, okay, so it's savory
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. That's me. I'm more of a. I am. I. Like I said, I love to cook. I'm very creative and stuff in the kitchen. But I got away from baking because it was too precise. Where I like to get creative,
Uh-huh.
and he was the other way, right? But I shouldn't say that because he could cook anything. He
But this
could
is
cook
what
anything.
but when you cook, like it goes all the way, oh my God, it goes through time. I feel like almost in a way, like he cooks through you. And just because of how active and how he's coming across and what he's saying, your mother is funny. She can be snarky if she wants to. She is sarcastic. She's like, oh, we're just talking about them all the time, aren't we? And
That's my mom.
yes.
No, that is my mom, because I can tell you right now, I got like a feeling from her today, like, remember Sandy, tonight I'm gonna get to talk to you. But notice she's sitting over, and she would be like that because did feel like used to say, oh well, you're just all about your dad and his family, because they were separated and divorced, my parents. And in fact, I came and lived with my dad and left her. So that is her 100%.
I'm sitting here and I'm talking about it, and then she catches my attention. She's like, oh, they would go and just talk about them all.
Yep, that's my mom. That's my mom.
Wait, loved you too. She says,
Yeah,
I loved you too. I loved you too. I tried. Hold on.
I'd love to know what she has to say.
That's what we're getting into right now. Hang on.
Oh.
She says, wait. She's very stubborn, like when it comes to medical and stuff like that. She just doesn't want to.
Okay.
Hold on. Somebody's yelling, like asking her, Mom, what do you need? What do you need? Or like maybe were you taking care of her?
She died of cancer,
Cancer.
and all three of us girls did, but I lived back east. She was out west. I
Okay.
did fly back and forth, but I came in and out and stayed with her, and she refused treatment.
Yeah.
She refused any kind of chemo or anything, and she lived a lot longer than they said she would, because we did a lot of diets, like berries and fruits and vegetables for her diet. But yeah, she refused. She was not going to do any chemo and die like that.
She does not like it. I was told, she was like, I was sick. And then she shows me medical. She's like, I'm over it. I'm like, okay. And then she makes me hear you like, Mom, what can I do for you? What do you need? That she says that it's just. So she's not quite all the way to the beach, but it was good. Was she like in the desert area on the west? Where was she at?
She was no, she was in Vacaville, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, outside of the Bay Area and stuff. But where she lived was a lot of there was a lot of hills, and where dark, no green and stuff in the summers, a lot of fires.
Yeah, she goes, I said, where were you at in the west? She goes, and I'm over here. I'm actually in California right now, but I'm down like next to God, San Diego. And she's like, I'm not quite to the water. I'm not there. She goes, but I was right here, more in the, the heat. And I go, okay. She said,
was.
Yeah, wait, it was. She had a good life. Her girls took care of her. She says, you won't, okay, so you won't move to California. You don't live there. Nobody wants her to go there. Are you still with me, Sandra?
Yep, I am.
Okay, there you go. Okay. It says that the camera's off. Hang on. What? They put up, what do you mean they put up with each other? Are you like really close to one sister and the other one not so much?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, she goes, she's really close to this one. She just puts up with the other one though.
Yeah.
Go, okay, hold on. Why? She says they're are you on the East Coast?
I am. I'm here. I don't understand why my camera went off. I didn't touch anything.
But
I'm here.
No,
Please don't leave me.
No, you're okay. I'm not leaving you here. I asked that. She says, wait, are you on the East Coast still? Where are you at?
Here. I'm back. I'm on the East Coast. Yes, I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you are still there. Okay. She goes, I said, where are you at? She goes, oh, she can't. She says she doesn't need to go over there and lose her money. She can stay over here. She wouldn't want to move to California. And I was like, okay. I was like, I agree with you. She says, do y'all own your own business? Are you doing well? What's happening with that?
We did have our own business. We've lost it since she's passed. We've lost it since she's passed, and financially, took a struggle, but we're doing okay again. But yes, we did, and we made good money, and she was almost like jealous over it.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like she was jealous over what I had.
Yeah, she goes like this. She goes, she doesn't want to share her money. And she goes, well, they have their own business. They were doing well like that.
Yeah, well, we did, and she didn't know that about us, but I will tell you, we did. God, we did. We sent people like lots of stuff, but she was never appreciative. That's her though. I mean, honestly, if I never believed about her reading, I know, because my mother, you are channeling my mother 100%.
Yeah, she's a good lady, but she's snarky. And she loves you, but it's almost like this cold feeling. Like it's not this, like Ira feels like I love you. You're amazing. Father type of figure feels like, oh my God, come over here, girl, hang out with me. Mom feels like, hey.
That's my mom, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, all the way. So hold on. They have a what? Okay, so somebody's talking about you don't have a pool, correct? No.
No.
Yeah, somebody says, they're talking, they go, oh, well, they have a nice place. They're like, but they could get a pool, but you don't get a pool where that is. It just doesn't work out like that. Like they're having a conversation. There's no reason for it. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. They're talking about how I kind of want you to have like your dream built-in fridge or something like that. They're talking about that. I don't think you have that right now, but it's like the double. That's the thing. They're talking about how you have dogs right now with you.
I have one. I just lost one a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. They said they go, oh, it was a big happy family. They had the dogs, I said, okay. I'm just listening. This is, I think, is your grandfather talking. Hang on. Best friend, but whoever this other dog was, best friend. So the other dog that you have right now, they were really, really close together. So they were like brother and sister or something. I don't know.
They were brother and sister.
Yeah, because they talk about how two parts of one whole is gone, and how so depressed or so lonely, and like we worry about this with this animal and how we talk about it all the time. And so they're saying about how we want to replace it, but we can't do that to them. We can't do that to her. So we'll wait till we get another one. So after this one's gone, that's a whole nother thing. I think that's a good idea because that's what they're talking about. Says that, hang on. They just gave your husband a foot massage. Does he go get pedicures? Well,
he just started seeing a foot doctor to get his toes done and stuff because he's diabetic. Yeah.
Stop it. Shut up. Really? They put his foot up and they go like this, just like that. I'm like, what?
But I want to tell you something. My son Ira is autistic, and I give him a foot massage every single night. Could it be that?
It could be both, because they said husband and they show me. I've never had that. They show husband foot and then they show foot and they do squeezing to it. And
my son is autistic, and every night he brings me a bottle of lotion and he lays down and I rub his feet with lotion every night.
Oh, that's why it's so cool. Oh, I love it.
Before, because I know we're going to be getting short. Is there anything one of the biggest things I really want to know is about my father. Yeah. We kind of had a bad, it's not, we were not speaking or anything, but I had a stepmother that just was so jealous over our relationship that we kind of had to drift apart a little bit. And I begged her to call me. I went and saw him when he was sick, begged her to call me before the end. And she never did, never even called me when he died.
No. Yeah. Well, he just said, well,
I don't know how he would have felt about that. I don't know, but I mean, I'm still mourning him because of it. It's just been so hard.
So while you're telling me that, you said, I have a stepmother, and in my head, all I hear is she was a bitch. And that was interesting. That's why I kind of smirked while you said that. I wasn't smirking at you. It was because of what I heard in my head. And, he was trying to control everything. He's not mad at you. There's nothing mad. There's nothing upset. If he knew how to do it, if he knew how to deal with it, then he would have, but he couldn't. And it's like she was being the puppeteer, all the way. And does she have cancer already or no, not yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
My
dad's been 3 years and we don't know anything about her. She just cut us off completely after the death of him.
Yeah. He goes, she's going to get her day, and he puts the C word. So it's like
that would be my dad to say that, because he used to use that term. That's okay. Your day will come. He would say things like that.
Yeah, that's what he says. He goes, she's going to get her day. And then he puts the C word. So don't worry about it. Yeah, he's very happy with it. He's very comfortable. They're all very cozy with you. Do you already have a sectional right now or no for a couch? Do you have a sectional?
Wait, what did you just say?
Do you have a sectional couch?
No, I just got rid of one.
Oh, okay.
Looking to get another one.
Okay. That's why. So they talk about, they go, yeah, we're very comfortable. We're going to be very comfortable. And I'm like, why? And they put a sectional and they put sitting in it around you.
Yeah. Well, guess what? That's so funny, because I had one for so many years and we did all gather on that couch a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're with you. Yeah, don't worry about it. And you're okay. I just want you to keep talking with them. I just want you to keep having a conversation. They're around. Your mother is funny. Pay more attention to her. You got it?
That would be my mom always had the fear of being left out, whatever that's called. Remember, fear of
Yeah,
being left out,
yeah,
FOMO or whatever. She
yeah.
was always had to be in the middle, and if she wasn't, her feelings got hurt. We had to cater to her. She was just the prima donna that just needed.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Yeah. So, I mean, for right now, what I want you to do, if I didn't have another session, I would just stay here and hang
No,
out.
it's okay. I appreciate you so much for giving me the second one.
Anytime. I love you. What I want you to do, I want you to take a couple minutes. I want you to have a good breather, a good ugly cry before you go out into the world. Okay. And the next thing I want you to do is tonight, before you go to bed, when the TV's off, phone's off, everything's down, I want you to tell them you love them and thank you. Okay.
Thank I will.
And then,
And
yeah.
I'm going to book again. Are you still 6 months out?
Well, I'm always booked out. Just email me first,
I
and
will.
then email me first, and then we'll figure something out. Okay.
I will. You know what? I adore you. Are you still on TikTok?
Oh, I'm always on TikTok. Yeah, we're 3 million
See
people
you
there.
anymore.
Crazy. Yeah. Oh, I'm always there. Yeah, you just go and
Okay.
find me. I'll be there. Now, I can tell you that I don't have time to do food anymore. It's all about this, but it's because I do it, 20 hours a day, 18 hours a day. So
God bless you. God bless you. Honestly, thank you so much because you
you're
hit a
welcome.
lot of emotional spots, which is what I wanted.
I know, right? Yeah, no, just message me if you need me. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, honey.